Hello students, today's topic is combination of errors. Error in the sum of two quantities. Now we have to consider z equal to a plus b. Then measured value of a we can write as a plus or minus delta a. Delta a, that is the absolute error in a. Measured value b we can write as b plus or minus delta b. Delta b is the absolute error in quantity b. Now z equal to a plus b. We can write this as z plus or minus delta z equal to a plus or minus delta a plus b plus or minus delta b. Here we are considering that errors also. That's why z plus or minus delta z, then a plus or minus delta a plus b plus or minus delta b. Z plus or minus delta z is equal to, we can combine a and b together, then a plus b plus or minus in bracket delta a plus delta b. Okay, or we can write delta a plus or minus delta b there. Now, here we can write a plus b z, no, so we can write z plus or minus in bracket delta a plus delta b. So here z, you can write delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. So we can conclude this as, when two quantities are added, the absolute error in the final result is the sum of the absolute errors in the measured quantities. If you are taking the difference of two quantities, what will be the error to be considered? For that, consider z is equal to a minus b. Error delta z in z we can write as z plus or minus delta z is equal to a plus or minus delta a minus b plus or minus delta b. You know, delta z absolute error in z, delta a absolute error in a, delta b absolute error in b. So we can write z plus or minus delta z is equal to here a plus or minus delta a minus b plus or minus delta b. Here we can open this bracket, then that will be a minus b plus or minus in bracket delta a minus or plus delta b. This we can write z plus or minus in bracket delta a minus plus delta b. So here we have to take the maximum value of error. In this you can see minus and positive sign there. No need to get confused. The error that we can take is maximum value, that is delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. So here also the maximum error will be the sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantity. So listen children, if you are taking the sum or the difference, then the absolute error in that quantity will be the sum of absolute errors in the individual quantities. If you are taking the difference also, the error means that is the sum of the absolute errors in individual quantities. Okay. Now, in case of product of two quantities, what will be the error? Here we can consider product z is equal to ab. You know delta z is the error in z, then we can write as z plus or minus delta z is equal to, here a into b, no, a plus or minus delta a into b plus or minus delta b. This we can write as here a into b ab plus or minus a into delta b a delta b plus or minus delta a into b, then plus or minus delta a into delta b. Now you have to divide LHS by Z and RHS by AB. You know Z is equal to AB. That's why no problem. Here LHS by Z and RHS by AB. You have to divide. Then 1 plus or minus delta Z by Z. Now RHS you have to divide by AB. So AB by AB 1 plus or minus A delta B by AB. Delta B by B plus or minus delta AB by AB. Delta A by A plus or minus delta A by A into delta B by B. Now, delta A is the error and A is the measured value. So, delta A by A and similar delta B by B. Both are very small. So, we can neglect the product delta A by A and delta B by B. Okay, now here you can see LHS 1 there, RHS is also 1 there. That also we can cancel. Then we will get delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. Here we are taking fractional error. That's why delta Z by Z you can see in LHS. Delta A by A you can see in RHS. Delta B by B also in RHS. We can say this as fractional error. So how can we say the maximum fractional error in the product of two quantities is equal to sum of fractional errors in the individual quantities. We have to take the sum of fractional errors. Then error in the division or quotient. Here we can consider Z is equal to A by B. The other things you know, error delta Z, that is the error in Z, that we can write Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to A plus or minus delta A divided by B plus or minus delta B. Then we can take A outside, then A into 1 plus or minus delta A by A upon B into 1 plus or minus delta B by B. Now we can write this as A by B into 1 plus or minus delta A by A, then into 1 plus or minus delta B by B, the whole raised to minus 1. Here in this you can see 1 plus or minus delta B by B in the denominator. In this step you can see that is in the numerator. So 1 plus or minus delta B by B, the whole raised to minus 1. Then children, if x is very much less than 1, we can write 1 plus x the whole raised to n as 1 plus nx. Other terms no need to consider if x is very small. If you are expanding this 1 plus x the whole raised to n, so we can take 1 plus nx. Then the next step, Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to, you know, A by B is Z. So we can write Z in bracket 1 plus or minus delta by A into. Here we have to apply this. So you will get 1 minus plus or minus delta B by B. So that you can write as 1 minus plus delta B by B. Then dividing both sides by Z. That day you will get 1 Z by Z 1 plus delta Z by Z, 1 plus or minus there children, delta Z by Z is equal to, here Z will be cancelled, then 1 plus or minus delta A by A into 1 minus or plus delta B by B. Now we have to expand this. Then 1 plus or minus delta A by A minus or plus delta B by B plus or minus delta A by A into delta B by B. As similar in the previous case, you can cancel this delta A by A into delta B by B. Why means this product is very small. Delta S is smaller than A. A is the measured value, delta A error, delta B error, B is the measured value. So we can neglect the product. Now what will be the error? Here also we are considering fractional error. So delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. The maximum fractional error in the quotient of two quantities will be equal to the sum of their individual fractional errors. So children, in case of product and for finding the quotient, we need to take the sum of fractional errors. Okay. If you are taking the power of a quantity, what will be the error there? Consider Z equal to A raised to n. Error delta Z in Z we can write Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to A plus or minus delta A the whole raised to n. We can take this A outside. So A raised to n into 1 plus or minus delta A by A the whole raised to n. Now A raised to n into 1 plus or minus n delta A by A. Y means I told you if x is very small, we can take this equation 1 plus x the whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx. Okay, here n only given there. So here Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to A raised to n Z no. So Z into 1 plus or minus n into delta A by A. Then divide both side by Z. You will get 1 plus or minus delta Z by Z is equal to 1 plus or minus n delta A by A. Both side you can see 1. So we can write delta Z by Z is equal to n into delta A by A. Here also the fractional error. So we can write the fractional error in the nth power of a quantity is n times the fractional error in that quantity. Now one general rule there. You have to know z is equal to a raised to p b raised to q by z raised to r. Then the maximum fractional error in z is given by delta z by z is equal to p into power into p into delta a by a plus q into delta b by b plus r into delta c by c. Then how can we write this as percentage error? Delta z by z into 100 is equal to p into delta a by a into 100 plus q delta b by b into 100 plus r delta c by c into 100. Okay, thank you.